Moonlight paints the dusty attic as Ruby, a ghost, drifts through forgotten memories, her form barely visible in the gloom. Cobwebs veil Ruby's translucent figure as she navigates the cluttered space, a whisper of sorrow in her silent passage. Her ethereal gaze falls upon a faded photograph, a flicker of longing igniting within her spectral eyes. The captured smiles of a human family draw her in, a bittersweet echo of a life she can no longer touch. In the quiet stillness, Ruby's wistful expression speaks volumes, a silent yearning for connection and belonging. Darius jolts awake, a shiver piercing him as a cold breeze whispers through his room. He squints, his gaze settling on Ruby, who hovers ethereally near his bookshelf. Her form shimmers faintly in the dim light, a spectral vision in the quiet night. Fear grips him as he snatches a baseball bat, knuckles white against the wooden grip. His heart pounds, a silent scream trapped in his chest as he confronts the unknown. Darius's parents burst in, faces tight with worry. His mother brandishes a broom, ready for a fight. His father grips a frying pan, a grim determination in his eyes. Ruby stumbles back, eyes wide with surprise and fear. A lamp crashes to the floor, shattering the tense silence. Outside Darius's house, the family gasps, the night's terror etched on their faces. From afar, Ruby watches, her spectral form cloaked in a shadow of deep remorse. Darius, conquering fear, feels a surprising pang of sympathy for the lonely ghost. The house looms behind them, a silent witness to the night's haunting events. Darius's room, dimly lit, a haven of quiet. He gestures Ruby inside, a silent invitation into his personal space. Offering a glass of warm milk, he presents it as a gesture of reconciliation. Ruby's presence is ethereal, her form a whisper in the dim light, a delicate balance of seen and unseen. With hesitant curiosity, Ruby reaches for the offered piece, her spectral fingers extended. A moment of stark realization as her translucent hand passes through the glass. An impossible touch. The milk remains untouched, a silent testament to the barrier between them, an unbridgeable divide. Sunlight floods the library, illuminating swirling dust motes, as Darius pores over ancient texts at a large wooden table. His brow furrows, a deep line etched by intense concentration as he seeks answers within the brittle pages. He scans for mentions of ghosts, his quest fueled by the desperate hope of regaining human form. Ruby watches Darius, her eyes wide with a mix of fascination and concern for his consuming task. The weight of centuries presses down as Darius races against time, the library's silence amplifying his search. Each page turned echoes with the silent plea for salvation, a desperate whisper lost in the vast archives. Darius and Ruby find a hidden portal in the woods, guided by a cryptic clue from an ancient book. The air shimmers, crackling with unseen energy as the portal pulses with an otherworldly light. Hand in hand, they exchange a look of nervous excitement, a silent agreement passing between them. Together, Darius and Ruby step through the shimmering gateway, venturing into the unknown. They enter Sunscare Gardens, a world of vibrant, otherworldly beauty under the warm sun. Strange, luminous plants pulse with a soft, ethereal glow, bathing the garden in an otherworldly light. The air hums with the energy of 1,000 unseen wings, a symphony of nature's secrets. Curious creatures with iridescent wings flutter among the glowing flora, adding to the surreal. Every corner of the garden seems to whisper tales of forgotten magic and hidden wonders. The very essence of Sunscare Gardens is a dream made real, an escape into the fantastic. Ruby and Darius venture into crystal caves, walls shimmering with rainbow light. Crystals cast ethereal light on their faces as they move deeper. The air vibrates with unseen energy. Colors swirl. Ruby pauses, a look of surprise crossing her face. She glances at her hand, now appearing less transparent. Her spectral form grows more solid in the crystal light. The Sunscare marketplace explodes with exotic sounds, smells, and bizarre wares under the bright day. Vendors hawk magical trinkets, bubbling potions steam from stalls overflowing with otherworldly objects. Ruby navigates the crowded aisles, her brow furrowed, struggling to interact with the overwhelming reality. With each step, her powers wane, the vibrant marketplace pressing in, testing her resolve. At the ancient temple, weathered stones whisper tales of forgotten ages under the sun's gaze. Perched atop a crumbling pillar, a wise talking owl observes their arrival with knowing eyes. The owl's voice cuts through the silence, foreboding in its tone. Ruby, your wish to become human is slowly draining your ghostly essence, the owl warns solemnly. Sunlight streams through stained glass, illuminating dust motes in the ancient temple chamber. Casper materializes, his ghostly form shimmering with an otherworldly urgency. His seasoned appearance hints at the gravity of his spectral warning. Ruby, you must understand the consequences. This path you're choosing is irreversible. Moonlight paints eerie shadows in Sunscare Forest as Ruby and Darius stand beneath an ancient, gnarled tree. Ruby nervously fidgets, her worry a tangible presence in the whispering breeze and dancing shadows. Her voice, soft, yet filled with fear. I'm scared, Darius. Scared of losing myself, of not being who I'm supposed to be, of disappointing them, my family, Ruby confesses, her eyes shadowed. The Sunscare Inn glows warmly, a haven for the weary and the strange. Ruby and Darius stand at the entrance, taking in the inn's patrons. Pip, a tiny pixie, zips around them, her laughter like tinkling bells. Boulder, a gentle giant, nurses a frothy drink at a nearby table. Pip flits closer, her curiosity piqued. Well, hello there, new faces. Boulder's kind face smiles. Welcome to the Sunscare Inn, friends. Beside Sunscare Riverbank, Ruby strains, her spectral hands pushing against a massive rock. Her translucent form flickers, a visible sign of her weakening state as her strength wanes. She grits her teeth, a display of sheer will, but the rock remains stubbornly unmoved. A close-up reveals beads of spectral sweat forming on her brow as she focuses intently. The river flows by, indifferent to her struggle, as her ethereal body wavers. A silent realization dawns. I am starting to weaken faster than I thought. Sunlight floods the Sunscare library, illuminating dust motes swirling around Ruby. Towering shelves of ancient tomes surround her, knowledge and secrets. Hunched over a large leather-bound book, Ruby's brow is furrowed in concentration. Her fingers trace faded ink. ancient symbols whispering forgotten truths. Desperation etched on her face, she seeks a way to adapt to diminishing powers. She discovers references to grounding techniques, a flicker of hope in her eyes. In Sunscare Village, Ruby practices, each step a challenge on the ancient cobblestones. A stumble, a near fall, Ruby struggles against a body that feels foreign and uncooperative. A small wooden ball slips through numb fingers, echoing on the stone. Frustration etches lines on Ruby's face as coordination proves elusive. Fists clench, a silent battle waged against physical limitations in the sunlit square. Sunlight paints the potion shop in vibrant colors as Pip watches Ruby. Ruby grinds shimmering stardust, each grain catching the light. A bubbling blue concoction swirls in the mortar, promising magic. Shelves overflow with strange and wonderful ingredients. The air smells sweet, hinting at the potion's blueberry charm. The potion tastes like blueberries and stardust, the narration whispers. Against the monumental backdrop of Sunscare Mountain, Ruby and Darius begin their arduous climb, their forms dwarfed by nature. The steep trail winds upwards, testing their endurance with each step. They reach the summit, gasping for air as the world unfolds beneath them. A breathtaking panorama reveals itself. Valleys painted in verdant hues, distant peaks crowned with snow. The vast landscape stretches into infinity, a testament to nature's grandeur. Inside the cramped hut, sunlight weakly illuminates Ruby before the wizened hermit, arcane objects surrounding them. The hermit advises, "Embrace your human emotions, child. They are not a weakness, but a source of great strength." Dusty tomes line the shelves, hinting at forgotten lore and powerful secrets. Find strength in your relationships, Ruby. Love and friendship can overcome even the darkest of magic. In sun-kissed Sunscare Meadow, Ruby and Darius spread a checkered blanket, laughter echoing. Sunlight warms their faces as they unpack a picnic basket. Joy radiating between them. Darius throws a frisbee. Ruby chases, her hair ablaze in the golden light, carefree and radiant. Breathless, they collapse back onto the blanket, grins wide, savoring their shared bliss. Bathed in sunlight, they simply enjoy being together, a perfect moment suspended in time. In the echoing Sunscare training grounds, Boulder observes Ruby across the cavernous room. Ruby strains, sweat glistening, as she lifts a barbell loaded with heavy plates. Her muscles bulge, showcasing her raw power and intense focus. She transitions seamlessly to rapid punches, each strike precise and forceful. Her kicks follow, a whirlwind of controlled energy and newfound strength. The training room reverberates with the sounds of her dedication and discipline. The Sunscare Festival bursts with light, laughter, and the aroma of roasted grains, filling the village square with warmth. Amidst the carefree celebration, Ruby awkwardly shuffles, trying to blend into the swirling mass of dancers. She forces a smile, attempting to socialize, but her movements feel stiff and unnatural. The joyous atmosphere only accentuates her loneliness, a stark contrast to the surrounding revelry. Ruby's forced smile falters, revealing a deep longing for genuine connection amidst the festive chaos. Ruby is besieged by vibrant costumes, each promising a different escape, a different identity. Sequins flash under the bright lights as she discards a gown. the fabric whispering against the metal rack. A tough leather jacket tempts, then is rejected with a shake of her head, a silent search ongoing. Her fingers brush against a simple dress, its unadorned elegance sparking a subtle intrigue. Holding the dress, a faint smile graces her lips, a sense of calm amidst the chaos. She grabs worn shoes, heading to the dressing room, a transformation subtly beginning. Under the moonlit sky of Sunscare Garden, Ruby and Darius share a peaceful silence on a stone bench. The night-blooming jasmine releases its fragrance into the gentle breeze as Ruby reflects. "It's hard to believe. We've come a long way from where we started," Darius replies, his voice soft in the night. Ruby wonders, "Do you ever think about what would have happened if we hadn't met?" Sunlight paints the temple in vibrant colors as Casper drifts in, his translucent form shimmering in the light. Ruby meditates, bathed in the temple's glow, her face serene. Casper watches Ruby, a silent understanding passing between them. "Ruby, I understand your choice. I accept it," Casper whispers, his voice barely audible. "I want you to have this," Casper says, his spectral hand extending towards Ruby. A ghostly amulet shimmers with ethereal light as Casper offers it. Ruby and Darius face the shimmering Sunscare portal, a bittersweet farewell hanging heavy in the air. Ruby's voice softens with emotion. "We'll miss you guys." Darius nods in agreement. "Yeah, we'll definitely stay in touch." Pip's hopeful plea cuts through the silence. "Promise you won't forget about us?" Boulder's booming voice echoes with warmth. "Come back and visit soon." Darius's bedroom reappears, ordinary and still, a world away from Sunscare's wonders. The mundane details of his room stand in stark contrast to their recent adventure. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating the familiar space. Everyday objects seem alien after the extraordinary landscapes they witnessed. The transition is abrupt, grounding them back in reality. Ruby nervously enters Darius's school, a sea of unfamiliar faces swirling around her. The crowded hallways echo with the hurried footsteps of students. She struggles to understand the complex social dynamics, feeling lost in the crowd. Ruby takes a deep breath, steeling herself to navigate this new world. Sunlight floods Darius's classroom, illuminating rows of eager students, ready to soak in new knowledge. Ruby fidgets with her pen, a wave of self-consciousness washing over her in the bright classroom. She glances around, realizing she's struggling to keep up, her unease growing with each passing moment. Darius notices Ruby's discomfort and offers a reassuring smile, hoping to ease her worries. "Don't worry, Ruby," Darius says kindly. "We all learn at our own pace. I am here to help if you need anything." Ruby sits at the bustling lunch table, a sea of faces surrounding her, each a blur of unfamiliarity. She pokes listlessly at the food on her tray, her appetite lost in the overwhelming atmosphere. Darius and his friends laugh, their words a jumble Ruby struggles to decipher. The food tastes bland. The conversations are confusing. A voice whispers, unheard. Her eyes dart around, searching for a familiar face, a friendly smile, a moment of connection. A wave of loneliness washes over her, isolating her in the crowded cafeteria. Inside Darius's warmly lit house, Ruby sits immersed in books, a furrow in her brow showing intense concentration. The books are spread wide, their pages filled with dense text, reflecting the challenging material before her. Despite the difficulty, A subtle smile graces her lips, hinting at the satisfaction she finds in the struggle. The atmosphere is one of quiet determination. The shared space illuminated by the soft glow of a desk lamp. Each turn of the page is a testament to her resolve. The challenge is rewarding, her commitment unwavering. Under the bright sun, Ruby and Darius begin their basketball game in the bustling park. Ruby dribbles, her movements awkward at first, then gaining a surprising fluidity. A shot, an arc, and the ball swishes perfectly through the net, surprising even herself. Ruby's face lights up with a mix of shock and elation, realizing her hidden talent. In Darius's warmly lit home, Ruby lies curled on the sofa, cocooned in a mountain of blankets. Her face is flushed with an alien illness, and she emits a soft sniffle, a sound utterly new to her. Darius hovers with concern, his movements gentle as he adjusts the blankets around her. His hand rests lightly on her forehead, a silent offer of comfort in her distress. I watch as Darius retreats into the kitchen, his brow furrowed with worry and determination. He busies himself, preparing a comforting bowl of soup, a small act of care in the face of the unknown. Ruby and Darius navigate the lively town square, a symphony of sights and sounds engulfing them. Ruby's eyes widen, a kaleidoscope of human life unfolding before her. The air buzzes with laughter and chatter, aromas of food and excitement filling the square. Every corner bursts with color and motion, a vibrant tapestry of humanity. Bathed in the soft glow of the television, Ruby sits among Darius's family, the air warm with laughter and popcorn. The comedian's punchline lands perfectly, and Ruby's hearty laugh fills the cozy living room. Comfortable furniture surrounds them, a haven of belonging and shared joy. The aroma of freshly popped popcorn wafts through the air, adding to the comforting atmosphere. A sense of belonging washes over Ruby, a long-forgotten feeling resurfacing in this welcoming space. Under the moonlit sky, shadows stretch like fingers across the silent cemetery. Ruby, her face etched with the wisdom of ages, wanders among the tombstones. A gentle breeze whispers secrets through the ancient trees, carrying tales of lives past. "It's me, Ruby," she speaks, her voice soft against the stillness. "I'm beginning to understand humanity, to appreciate it," Ruby confesses to the silent witnesses. In Darius's dimly lit bedroom, Ruby gazes into the mirror, a stranger in her own reflection. She marvels at the tangible reality of her human form, a stark contrast to her ethereal past. A tentative smile graces her lips as she explores the contours of her new existence. Her fingers trace the delicate curve of her jawline, a sense of wonder filling her eyes. Gratitude washes over her as she savors the simple pleasure of being truly alive. In the quiet sanctuary of the room, Ruby embraces the precious gift of life, reborn and renewed. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as Ruby and Darius venture deeper into the woods, their laughter echoing. Pushing through thick foliage, the sound of rushing water grows, hinting at a hidden spectacle ahead. Emerging into a clearing, they discover a breathtaking waterfall cascading into a crystal-clear pool. Darius marvels at the sight, exclaiming, "Wow, I never knew this was here." Ruby's eyes sparkle with delight as she eagerly suggests, "It's beautiful! Let's go for a swim!" Sunlight floods Darius's kitchen, highlighting Ruby's determined stance amidst a chaotic array of cookbooks. She experiments with human food, her eyes reflecting a mix of anticipation and slight apprehension. A cloud of smoke billows from a scorched pot, a testament to her culinary adventure. Triumph lights up her face as she pulls a flawlessly golden brown cookie from the fiery depths. Under flashing lights, Ruby stands alone, clutching her purse tightly. The swirling dance floor stretches before her like a vast ocean. Her wide eyes reflect a kaleidoscope of colors, mirroring her inner turmoil as she feels awkward and out of place. The music pulses around her, each beat amplifying her sense of isolation in the crowded space. Through the throng, Darius appears, his warm smile cutting through the noise and chaos. His approach is a beacon of light, offering a potential escape from her solitude and self-doubt. "Would you like to dance?" he asks, his voice a gentle invitation to step into a different world. Soft lamplight illuminates Ruby and Darius, the air alive with unspoken dreams and quiet anticipation. Ruby's eyes gleam with wanderlust. "Imagine us in Paris, watching the world go by," Darius responds, matching her enthusiasm. "Or hiking through the Andes with the open sky." Ruby's excitement builds. "We could learn to tango in Argentina," Darius grins. "And I could finally try that street food in Thailand," Ruby with a hopeful gaze. "The world is waiting for us, Darius. Darius, let's make it happen." Under the radiant sun, Ruby and Darius arrive at the expansive beach, ready for a day of seaside joy. Laughter echoes as they wade into the cool, inviting water, playful splashes punctuating the air. Basking in the sun's golden rays, they stretch out on their towels, absorbing the warmth. Collaborating with shared purpose, they begin constructing elaborate sandcastles, their hands sculpting dreams. Shells and seaweed become treasures, adorning their sandy creations with intricate, whimsical detail. Inside Darius's warm house, Ruby sits by the fireplace, radiating peace and contentment in the soft light. Lost in the pages of her book, she finds solace in the quiet solitude of her new life. The gentle crackling of the fire fills the room, casting dancing shadows on the walls around her. A serene smile graces her lips as she embraces the tranquility and comfort that surrounds her. She pauses, reflecting on the simple joys and the newfound sense of belonging she has discovered. In this moment, Ruby is at peace, grateful for the warmth and security of Darius's home. Boots crunch on stone as Ruby and Darius ascend, their figures small against the towering mountain. Breathless, they reach the summit, a shared triumph lighting their faces. Darius gestures, awestruck. "We made it. Look at that view." Ruby's eyes widen, filled with wonder. "Incredible! I feel like I can see the whole world from here." The sweeping vista unfolds before them, a silent testament to their shared accomplishment. In the dimly lit room, Ruby sits hunched over a journal, her brow furrowed in concentration. Posters of constellations adorn the walls, casting shadows in the soft lamplight. "I never thought I would experience life like this," Ruby writes, her pen scratching softly. "Darius has been my rock. I am grateful for his friendship," she reflects, a smile gracing her lips. As the sun dips below the horizon, Ruby and Darius stand together, their silhouettes stark against the fiery sky. Hues of orange, pink, and gold paint the sky, reflecting on their faces as they share a silent moment. Their hands are intertwined, a physical symbol of a connection tested and strengthened over time. The setting sun casts long shadows, emphasizing the depth and resilience of their relationship. In the fading light, their bond remains unbreakable, a testament to their enduring love. Soft light bathes Darius's cozy living room, setting a warm, inviting scene for the two friends. Ruby and Darius share a table adorned with cake and cider, laughter echoing in the gentle air. Ruby grins, raising her glass. "I can't believe it's already been a year!" Darius chuckles, his eyes sparkling with fond memories. "Time flies when you're having adventures, right?" Ruby laughs, a playful glint in her eyes. "Remember that time we got lost in the woods?" Darius shudders playfully. "How could I forget? I thought we were going to be bear food." Ruby walks through the town, a sense of belonging radiating from her. She smiles, her eyes sparkling with newfound joy and freedom. Each step she takes is a celebration of her embracing human life. The townsfolk reflect her happiness, returning her smiles warmly. The town embraces Ruby, now an integral part of its everyday tapestry. In Darius's room, Ruby and Darius stand silhouetted against the window, bathed in soft starlight. Their faces glow with dreams of the future, gazing out at the vast, silent expanse of the night sky. A quiet understanding flows between them, a bond forged in shared adventures and unspoken hopes. Their journey, illuminated by starlight, has only just begun, filled with endless possibilities.